How does one start learning animal communication? Hi, my name is Akshaya. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a few things that can help you start your journey on learning this beautiful skill. A lot of people feel skeptical about learning animal communication, and they have this belief that it is only something that certain few can do. You have to be innately gifted, and if someone is trying to learn it or someone is teaching it, it's a scam or people are trying to con you. So I want to bust a few myths over here and try to simplify the process of learning animal communication so that you all are able to get in touch with your innate ability and reconnect with all of nature around us. So first and foremost, it is important to note that being able to telepathically or intuitively connect to all of the elements of nature around us is an innate ability we all have. So when we think of us being gifted, know that you are already gifted. You don't have to do anything special to gain this skill. It is already there in you. All you need to do is flex your intuitive muscle a bit, practice to learn this language. Because remember, this is like learning any other language. The more you speak in the language, the more you become fluent in that language. So it's of course not something you can just overnight excel or become an expert in. It takes a lot of time and patience, but it is also not something that you will take a lot of time to start doing. You can start immediately and then of course get better at it at your own pace. It's not a competition, so don't worry about having like these set goals and comparing yourself to others. You have your own pace and you get better from what you were yesterday or what you were previously. So the only competition and your only threshold to get better, your only yardstick to get better is your current point where you are, because you want to move ahead from there, and it's not a comparison with anybody else. So first and foremost, you need to unlearn that competition and that need of being right all the time to be able to reconnect to this innate ability. So remember that it's already within you and that it takes a little bit of time and patience, but you have it in you. So you are going to be able to do it. Don't worry about it. The second thing is that don't have this thing of wanting to be like someone and have these unrealistic goals. Have very realistic goals for yourself and work towards getting better from where you are, irrespective of where you are on your journey. It doesn't matter if you're on step number 1 or step number 0.5. You have to get better from where you are. Doesn't matter where anybody else is on their journey, because they're on their own journey, you're on your own journey. Okay, so that's the second thing I would like to share. The third thing I would like to share is look at it as you look at any other communication you have with any other human companion around you. So just when you have your human companions, you start speaking to them. You can do the same with your animal companions or even trees and plants. So just speak to them as you would speak to anyone else whom you know can respond to you. So the way you would speak to your parents, your spouses, your partners, your friends, whoever, you just start talking to them. Likewise, you start talking to your plants or your animals. You can either verbalize what you're saying, like you're speaking verbally, or you can do it mentally. Here, remember, language is no barrier. You can speak in any language you want, and you can be rest assured that they will receive it in the language of telepathy or feelings or in the language of intuition, and they will respond to you in their language and you will receive it in a language that you understand. So you don't have to worry about the spoken language because that's a human construct. You just need to start speaking. Once you start speaking, just ensure that you verbalize the answers that you think they are sharing with you. The only tip I have here is don't take too long to think about those answers, because then you'll filter out the information. If you just do it like a rapid fire where you ask a question and you instantaneously verbalize the answer verbally or even mentally, you will be able to receive whatever the animal or the plant wants to share with you. If that is a problem, just observe the animal or the plant if they are right in front of you and then think what they may want to share with you. If they are not in front of you, then you can just close your eyes, imagine them being in front of you and sharing whatever they wish to share with you, or whatever other way works for you in which you can actually feel what the animal or the plant wants to share with you, you can use. Now the next immediate question I'm usually asked is, how do I know if what the animal or the plant is sharing is right, or if it's an imagination, or if it's a figment of my imagination or my own projection? Now this question is what poses the biggest obstacle to all communicators, or rather to most communicators that I have come across, and it does become a little tricky. So in the beginning, with joined hands, I want to tell you that please don't worry about right or wrong, because you are just starting out. What is important is that you are able to speak to these plants and animals. And at the beginning, I'm hoping you're not starting providing it as a service. You're only doing it for your own practice. So even the questions that you must ask are basic questions, which are not life and death questions, or which are not such significant questions that can change your life or their life. So ask questions which you are comfortable with getting wrong answers to as well, because once you get comfortable with actually receiving these answers, then you can cross check and fine tune your communication on whether or not you're right or wrong. But if the fear of being wrong is keeping you from actually making that point of contact or communication, then you're never going to be able to communicate at all. So in the beginning, it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. That's not even the point. The point is that you're able to start this communication and let it be free flowing. Let it go back and forth. Start with your own animals and plants first. Don't worry about right or wrong. Even if it's your imagination, it's fine. No problem at all. And once you feel a little bit of confident, little more confident, you can then extend it to practicing with the animals of your friends or family in exchange of feedback. And here you will learn and understand if what you're receiving is really coming from the animal or if it's your own projection. So if you feel it's your own projection, if you get a feedback from your friends and family that this is not the way my animal is, you're not going to sit there and assume that okay, it's wrong. It is mandatory that you go back to the animal and seek for clarification. Now, if the animal says that you have projected it, then fix it. Then apologize to the animal and the human, and next time avoid it, because you will also know now the difference between what is projection and what is coming from the animal, because you have practiced. But this will come with practice. Okay, so remember that first practice with your own plants and animals without feedback. Accept everything that you feel, think, see, imagine, doesn't matter. Then the next step is practicing with other people's animals and plants in exchange of feedback, and always going back to the plant or animal to get clarification. This is how you start your learning journey. Apart from doing it on your own, of course, it helps to have a mentor. So anybody that you have been following or you like their energy, you can reach out to them and do a course. Doing it with a mentor just fastens the process, because every time you have a question, you have someone to guide you with their own experience. It's not like it's impossible to learn without a mentor, but it can help to have someone to handhold you, at least in your initial days. You can also follow YouTube videos like these to gain more insights. You can by all means buy books. There are plenty available. In fact, I have my own book available on Amazon and Flipkart. It's available internationally. The link of it will be in the description box below. You can buy books, you can enroll in courses, you can avail free resources. Choose your way and begin your journey. But the most important thing is that you are open to communication. If you only keep doing courses or reading books or watching videos and don't actually put it into practice because you fear being wrong, then you're never going to be able to learn the language. So be a little shameless. I always say this to my students, be a little shameless. What's the worst that could happen? That you'll just kind of enhance your imagination skills and creativity, and that's fine. So in the beginning you're just practicing, so even if you're wrong, it's okay, and then you get better day in and day out by doing this consistently. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, and that I've answered your question as to how to begin learning or reconnecting with this innate ability. I wish you all the very best. I hope that you start on this journey by watching this video, and if you do, or if you have any more tips and tricks to get better, please mention them in the comment section below, because we can all learn from each other's experiences. Until the next video, bye bye.